If you were playing a game of Guess That Profession, and you were only allowed to say words that were associated with the job description of that profession, what would you say if you had to describe this one? Certainly the job description of that position has numerous words that Americans would love to use to describe it, like liar, cheater, greed, power, hidden agenda, propaganda, and even a few drug addicts. And due to our current political leadership, you might get something like this.
Just a one-finger victory salute.
We got an issue in America. Too many good docs are getting out of business. Too many OBGYNs aren't able to practice their love with women all across this country.
Stretch. Big stretch. I'm sorry. There's time for politics. And, it's time for politics. And, it's an absurd insinuation.
Follow up on something unrelated.
If you don't stand for anything, you don't stand for anything. If you don't stand for something, you don't stand for anything.
Fool me once. Shame on you. You fool me, you can't get fooled again. In my state of the union, or my speech to the nation, whatever you want to call it, at the high school level, and find out that the literacy level of our children are appalling. I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully. You're working hard to put food on your family.
90-second response, Mr. President.
Mr. President, can you hear me? Testing.
1, 2. Mr. President, can
you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Is that better?
Better?
Better? Good. Is that good?
Okay, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Just hold it. Just hold it.
Don't. Just hold it.
Hold it. Don't say anything, just hold it. Hold it.
Hold it. Now, start blinking a lot.
Just start blinking.
That's it. Holy
Crap, that's a lot of blinking.
Okay, that's it. Good. Now hold it.
Hold it one more time. Hold it.
Hold it.
One more time. 1 more second. Hold it.
And talk.
The only thing consistent about my...
No, stop.
Hold it. 1 more second. Hold it and talk.
Opponent's position is that he's been inconsistent.
And America needs a military where our best and brightest are proud to serve and proud to stay.
Well, you get the point. However, Webster's dictionary defines a politician as a person experienced in the art or science of government, especially one actively engaged in conducting the business of a government. And the two guests on the show today definitely fit that description. Both guests are candidates for the 2007 Student Government Presidency. The first guest, Abdul Latif Muhi, is a part of the Maize and Blue Party, the crew that works for you. The second, Brian Berry, is a part of the Unity Slate Party, because results matter. I'm sure today's discussion with these two young men will prove to be informative and exciting. So don't move, because we'll be right back. And we're back to current issues and enduring questions. As we continue our topic of politics and politicians, I've invited our first guest on, who is a presidential candidate for the 2007 presidential elections for student government. His name is Abdul Latif Muhi, but you all know him as Muhi.
Hello.
How you doing, man? Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
We're really going to start off really basic here, just to kind of ease into the subject, and then we're going to get into those tough questions a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, how did you get started in student government, or are you a part of student government first?
In 2004, I was a student government senator for the College of Engineering and Computer Science when I worked on the grade change policy for the university. The next year after that, I was the director of clubs and organizations when we created the funding board for the student organizations and increased the funding to $1,500.
So are those part of the things that you've done so far, or how long did it take you to do all of that first?
That was over a 2-year course.
Okay.
And ever since then, ever since I've been a student here, really, I've been involved in different student organizations, and student government were those 2 years.
What's your motivation behind being part of student government? What keeps you going in? Because a lot of times you'll find students who are part of an organization, they get tired of it, and then they go to another organization. And that's good, because we want students to be well-rounded. But what's your motivation to kind of keep you going with student government?
I feel that student government is the best, most powerful, effective way to get things done at the university. And it's really about making the place better than I received it, and that's one of my mottos in life, is just to, anything that I see around me, leave it better when I leave. So campus community, when I'm out of here in 2 years, I want to make it a better
Clean
place.
up your room when you walk out.
Exactly.
Okay, definitely. Why are you running? Why do you want to be president?
You know, like I said, making things better after I've been here, and I feel using my leadership experiences in student government in the past, I know the ins and outs of the administration, a lot of the different student organizations that I've been part of, you know, they've been telling me that I could do a good job at it, taking their support. We have 50 senators in the Maize and Blue Party who all feel that I'm fit for the job as well, and hopefully they'll be representing all the students. So.
Okay. Now we're going to get into the political questions that we talked about.
Okay.
We kind of put some icing on the cake. Now we're going to start to eat. What really are the major differences? Right now we have another candidate, Brian Berry, who's also going to be coming on the show a little bit later.
Okay.
But what are the major differences between yourself and the other presidential candidate?
I feel that my leadership here has been here for 4 years at the university, through all the multitude of educational, activist, religious, and social organizations that I've been a part of. And really what it comes down to is that my accomplishments in student government, my work, has, you know, the grade change policy. That's something that all the students can benefit from. Increasing funds for the student organizations, that's something that increases the programming here at the university. And those effective changes have been things that everybody has liked.
Right.
And I plan to bring more of that to the university.
Now, do you think students, if there's a policy that they think should be enacted and they come up to you, how do you go about trying to get that through student government and get it passed? What's the actual process of that happening? How does that work? Or any policy that you guys want to change? If you want to change, I don't know, more paper towel in the men's restroom, how do you go about doing it?
You know, well, first, everything starts more so with a petition, and we need to hear the voice of the students, really. And that's what student government is all about, reaching out, and we got to raise their concerns, show it in numbers so that we can get the support from the student body, and take it to the administration and letting them hear our concerns. Because in student government, we're supposed to meet with the administration.
Right.
So when we do that, we let them know the concerns that we've been hearing at our meetings, and as we're in our classes talking to